Hello and welcome back to Recreational Runner. I'm James, leader in running fitness, and you join me on the Running Beginner Series episode 5, and today we're going to be talking about clothing. Now the beauty about running is it's one of those sports where you just open the door, get out and go for a run, and you can pretty much wear whatever you want. You've probably got some form of sportswear laying around the house, but a lot of people when they first get into running don't have any dedicated actual running gear. The fundamental rule is simple. This is going to be a short video. It's sweat wicking properties. You just need a t-shirt and shorts and socks that are going to take moisture away from your body. That's it really, but let's just go through different seasons, different temperatures and the things that you might want to consider on top of the basics. So starting with the basics, spring, summer, weather like this that's nice and warm. We're up in the 20s during the day, 25, 26 here in the UK, Celsius. And it's a sports performance t-shirt, that's all I need. I've got base layer shorts, mainly because I have chunky thighs and they rub together and chafing is a consideration for me. If I just wear these normal sports shorts, that are nice lightweight running shorts on their own, I do get a little bit of runner's chafe on the old chunky thighs. So I go for a base kind of cycling short, lycra underneath, and then I go for some lightweight short shorts on top of that. Socks can be anything really, but they're very, very personal. It's a unique thing to you. It depends on your trainers, how thick you like your socks. It depends if you're prone to blisters or not. So with running socks, it's worth trying out a few different pairs. I've ended up with Carrymore, which is the cheap brand from Sports Direct. And I usually wear like a compression sock just because it's more comfortable and they're supposed to give you slightly better performance in terms of oxygen flowing around the muscles during your run. But I've also got these short ones for the hotter weather, which are made by Nike. When I first started 8 years ago, I went for all the brands, but now I just go for what's on offer, to be honest. This is obviously a branded t-shirt that I got from a company that brands them, but it's no amazing brand. These are Carrymore shorts that I've had for years and they're still going strong, and they were about 5 or 6 quid, I think. These are a pair of Asics undershorts that I just got online as the cheapest pair that were available at the time. And as I say, the socks, Carrymore's normally, but I've got some Nikes that I've had for years as well. The other thing, which I find essential, is a Snoot. Now this can have multiple uses. If it's cold, a neck buff. When you first start at the beginning of your run, you might want to wear it as a neck buff to keep your neck warm, but these are so versatile. I've got a slap head at the minute with my lockdown haircut, so in the sun, if you don't want sun cream, because it tends to, when you sweat, it tends to run into your eyes, you might opt to wear it like a sweatband or a bandana, or you might go for the floppy look. It depends if you want to look silly like me. But this is a super versatile piece of kit. You can pick them up dead cheap as well. You can get branded ones, all kinds of stuff. So these are great because then you can also just wrap it around, stick it on your arm if you don't want to wear it. And it's a wristband, a sweatband. Perfect. But what do you want to do when it's a bit colder? You might be going out in winter, you might be going out in autumn, you might be going out super early in the morning or late at night, and there may be changeable weather conditions, especially if you're in the UK like me. So it's all about base layers. You've probably heard this in lots of other sports, layer up. The more layers you have, the more you can take off if you get hot, and also it's wick sweat away. Layer 1 to layer 2 to layer 3 if you go for a full 3 layers. Now I've already said I get very hot. I don't usually go beyond 2 layers. That may consist of, in the winter, something like this, one of these thicker, long sleeve base layer tops. And again, I've just gone online and got the cheapest brand that was available at the time when I got these in the winter. These happen to be by High Estate. None of this video is sponsored, by the way. It's just my own personal opinion. So I'd wear that in the winter underneath a t-shirt if I'm just going out for a gentle run. But I do often find that I get too hot even in one of those. And you're not going to be stripping off a t-shirt and then one of those when you're out on a cold run. So the other great option is a lightweight running jacket. The best thing about a lightweight running jacket, for me, is you can start your run with one of these on, and you can have your Snoot as well around your neck. You can have it zipped up nice and tight, but as you start to get hot you can unzip. A lot of them have big air vents at the back to keep airflow going, but the best thing is you can just whip it off nice and easily. It's nice and lightweight. You've got the sleeves, so you can literally just tie it around your waist in seconds. I always double knot actually, a double tie, and off you go. You continue on your run. You've got it on you then. If it starts to rain or if something happens that means you've got to cut your run short, an injury or something, you will find you start to cool down pretty quickly. You've got your jacket tied around your waist, whip it back on. The final thing that I haven't brought with me is like a running jacket, a running vest for carrying extra things like water, jackets that you can fold up and put in pouches. There are all different types with all different pockets. You usually see people running longer distance wearing one of those, but if you're new to running and you like to carry water, I don't like carrying water in my hands. I've tried waist belts with water on the waist. I don't particularly like them because they bounce up and down quite a lot, and again, chafing can be an issue. You might find a lightweight vest type situation, mesh vest with a couple of pockets for water on the front and a couple of pockets on the back for maybe an energy bar, maybe some headache pills, maybe your jacket, that kind of thing might be useful to you as a beginner. And finally, the last thing to consider is for you ladies out there. If you're getting into running, then please go and see a specialist that will fit you for a proper sports bra. You can obviously pick up sports bras from the shops, but if you're going to take running seriously, you're going to start doing longer distances or more regular running, then getting fitted properly is the advice that I've heard other ladies talking about, running coaches that I know that are female. It's so important. Please get yourself specially fitted for a bra. Like anything with running, clothing, shoes, gadgets that you might wear on the wrist, etc., it's a personal choice. You need to find what works for you, but just stick to those principles of sweat wicking and base layering in colder weather and lightweight jackets for getting caught out in the weather. That would be my main advice, but find out what works for you and stick to that basically. So as always, thanks for watching. I've been James, you've been amazing. Thanks to all the new subscribers that we've had over the last few weeks. That's been absolutely fantastic. If you like what you're seeing, if there's more beginners tips and tricks you would like to hear me talk about, then please do comment below, and then please consider subscribing, liking and hitting that bell. Happy running.